We're back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. I told you we had a lot to do this morning. I did not lie. My next three guests are from Young Black Motivated Kings. They're having a black tie event. Here to give you some detail, Khalil Darden. He's the CEO and founder of Young Black Motivated Kings, henceforth known as YBMK. Raymond Carrington, who is their graphic designer and photographer, and Jonathan Millette, who is the vice president. Wait a minute, is that right? Vice president?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to you all.
Thank you.
So tell our viewers who you are. Who are Young Black Motivated Kings?
So Young Black Motivated Kings is an organization. We host different events here in Pittsburgh. We help out families in difficult situations. Last year we did a Christmas giveaway to a family who lost their son to cancer. What else? I'm trying to think.
You do more than you do that kind of event.
Yeah.
We got that. So then, how'd you get started? This was kind of like your brainchild.
Yeah. So last year on July 9th, it'll be a year in a few days. I had an event. I was just thinking like I need to have an event so I can get out here, and I started it. I had it, and we've been going ever since.
And you've been going ever since. Okay, we got this beautiful graphic behind us. Talk to me a little bit about the black tie event coming up on Father's Day.
Basically, it's just to, recognize some of the members. Also, an opportunity just to invite people out, get them together. A couple guest speakers coming out to share their stories about their experiences in life. And I think it should be like really motivational.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Now, Jonathan, talk to me. I mean, it's kind of, to me, this is pretty cool to see young African-American males taking the lead on this. That's not the norm.
Yeah, well, he started it. He's the youngest out of all of us, so it's amazing. And he just brought me along, and I just add on to his ideas.
And so when he came to you with this idea, what were you thinking? Like, man, you're nuts.
Yeah, because at that age, I wasn't thinking about nothing like that.
So I'm guessing you get that response from people all the time.
A lot.
Because like I said to you, I thought from emailing with you, I thought you were like this 40-year-old man. So, I mean, it's, but it's got to be overwhelming for you to some extent.
Not necessarily. It's something I love doing, so it's not really a challenge. Stay up a lot of nights.
Okay, all right. And because there's so many people or families or organizations in need, you'll never run out of things to do.
Yeah, so we're always busy and finding more things to do.
Okay, so on Father's Day, you're going to be at the Boiler Room?
Yes.
Where's that located?
On Banksville Road.
Okay, all right. And I know that Brian Burley's going to be one of your hosts.
He's the host.
He's the host?
Yes.
And so is this a father-son event, or does it matter who comes? We'll just move down.
We still want to, recognize the fathers and appreciate the fathers. And I think it's more of just a family event, I guess.
Okay, all right. So then I'm guessing too, because you are young men, it would be nice for people to come and bring their sons so they can see young men doing positive things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Be inspiration to them as well.
Absolutely. So is that part of your goal? I'm going to throw that to all three of you, to inspire other young men?
Yes, and we are actually looking to add more people to the organization. So using this event, people bringing their sons so they can see what we do, and asking other people if they're interested in joining us.
Okay. Now, do you have to pay to join? How does that work?
No, you actually so we add everybody and we just ask them like what you can add to the group.
Okay.
What you feel like you can bring to the group.
Okay, so like he brought photography to the group. I'm guessing you brought organizational skills to the group?
Yeah, kind
of. Okay, well you tell me, what'd you bring to the group?
I take pictures to just add on to his ideas.
Okay, all right. So again, the event's on Father's Day. How do folks get tickets?
You can either call the number on the flyer.
Okay.
And then I'll give them more details.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. You're not leaving yet. You're not leaving yet. I'm going to introduce you. We're focusing on young people right now, and I have a young man I'd like you to meet. His name is Dante. He's this week's waiting child. Wait till you meet him. You're going to love him. 11-year-old Dante loves school. In fact, he hates to miss a day, but he finally gave in and agreed to an afternoon at Kennywood Park. You go in front of me. There you go. Dante thought he would like the Jackrabbit, a big favorite at Kennywood. Turns out he didn't. But Dante knows exactly what he likes and what he doesn't like.
watch TV and draw, and that's it.
Dante told me he doesn't like bike riding, swimming, basketball, or going to the beach, but he's never done any of those things. He does, however, like to eat.
I like to eat junk food,
Like,
French fries,
okay.
stovetop stuffing, and chocolate cake, and chocolate milk.
Ah, the bumper cars, finally something Dante really thought was fun, especially when he got to run into the other drivers. Yes, Dante is a typical little boy. He wants a mom and dad and would love brothers and sisters. He thinks a family would be great to share his favorite holidays.
Christmas and Halloween.
Dante has a great sense of humor. He made me laugh all afternoon. He is funny, smart, and affectionate. He describes himself very simply.
I'm kind.
An interesting choice of words for an 11-year-old, but very true. Dante is kind, and he's waiting for the perfect family to share that with. Dante is a waiting child. And if you would like more information on Dante or any of the children waiting to be adopted in our area, you can contact the Statewide Adoption Network at 1-800-585-SWAN. Of course, you can always go to our website and check out all of the children who are waiting to be adopted. Now, we've been talking about the Young Black Motivated Kings. Their event is coming up on Father's Day. We're joined by several other members of the group, Jalen, Richard, Mike. Congratulations, you guys are doing awesome things. And don't forget, go to our website at kdka.com. You can get all the information about their event. It's coming up on Father's Day. We did a lot today. Just go to the website, check it out, kdka.com. See you and have a great week.